Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another first listen review. And what a listen that one was. Just got done checking out the brand new Avenged Sevenfold, Life is But a Dream. I was really anticipating this one. I really was excited. Actually downloaded it. I couldn't wait to go get the physical version last night. It was available last night. So I went and just had got it early, so I've been checking it out ever since then. Wow, let me tell you what, these guys, I kind of got into them a little bit late in the game, probably like a lot of people did. Didn't really know who they were until I heard, City of Evil, and a couple of the songs off of that one really struck me and really reached out and grabbed me. I thought they were cool. They sound like a completely different band than anything I had ever really, experienced before. I really enjoyed what they were doing at that point in time. Went back and checked out the first couple albums, Sounding the Seventh Trumpet and Waking the Fallen, but I really think they came into their own sound to City of Evil. And then the next couple albums after that, Avenged Sevenfold, the self-titled, and Nightmare, I thought were really on that same line. I really enjoyed those two albums. And then I think with a lot of people, when it came to Hail to the King, it's hard to deny that they tried to go a little bit mainstream on that one. It's kind of, I don't know, in my opinion, they just... the songs, the structures became a little different and more straightforward, because these guys are nuts when they write songs. They're all over the place. Still had their signature thing on that, but it was hard to deny that you hear a lot of Metallica influence on that one. I know they got reamed for that a lot, but in all reality, you can really hear it on that. I mean, you just can. And then, when the stage was dropped here back in 2016, I liked it, but I really don't find myself going back to listen to that one too much. So I'd actually heard the first song off of this one, Nobody, and I thought, that's a little different. Not really sure what to expect on this one. Maybe we're going to go back to some interesting stuff. And, well, it's interesting. Just kind of run through it really quick here. I don't know, maybe they should have titled this album Sinister Finds Keyboards or Gates Tickling the Ivories or something like that, because there's a lot of keyboards on here, and most of it's him. They do have Jason Freese playing on several songs too. He's just kind of a session musician, kind of most noted for playing with Green Day and doing a lot of live stuff with them, but he plays on a lot of albums. They got him playing on several of the songs on here, and some orchestration and stuff going on a lot of these tracks. The San Bernardino Symphony Orchestra is playing on a few different one of these tracks, and that added a different flavor to it. But just kind of a quick run through. It starts out with Game Over. It's kind of funny. The first thing starts with acoustic guitar, and then it kicks into the super fast song, and I was like, oh, here we go with the Metallica thing again, because it reminded me of Battery off of off of Master of Puppets. Not the song itself, but just the idea of start with acoustic. Everybody who knows that song knows what I'm talking about, but the song itself was quite a bit different, and quite honestly didn't do a whole lot for me. I was like, well, I hope it gets a little bit better, and then it did. The second song, Mattel, is cool. It's got its ups and downs, and classic old Avenged, kind of arrangements where they're kind of all over the place. And I really dug it on that song. That song was pretty cool. And then, Nobody, track number 3, was the first song I'd heard. I think it was the first single. I don't remember if it was that or if it was We Love You, but those are the next two songs. And Nobody's cool. It's got that cool keyboard thing going on. And actually, when I was listening to this time and with the headphones on and whatever, you can hear a lot more going on. There's a lot going on in that song that I didn't notice the first few times I listened to it. So that was pretty cool, picking that stuff out again. But I already knew I kind of liked that song, so that was different. But that's what I like about Avenged. They're not afraid to try different things and try new stuff, and that, I think it works on that one. Also, We Love You, that song, all over the place. Actually, the next couple are like that, just all over the place. It kind of reminds me of like if a cat wrote music, how cats are just like to chill, and then for no reason they'll jump up and run around, and then they'll play with a toy, but then they'll see like a I don't know, a fly flying around, they want to chase that, and then they're looking out the window, and then they're like, trying to jump up in your lap, and then it's like kind of schizophrenic. That's kind of like what this music is like. So picture 5 cats writing music, and that's what you get out of these guys. Strange analogy, I know, but it kind of makes sense. And I really kind of dug that song too. The one I think that's become my favorite on here is Cosmic. Man, that song is nuts. It's got everything I would want out of an Avenged Sevenfold song. Heavy. It's got the orchestration going on. It's really weird in this. It's like dissonant. A lot of horns going on, with the deeper horns, like bassoons and tubas and stuff like that, is what I picked out as the main thing going on. And then at the end of it, where you think it's about ready to end, it goes into this crazy breakdown. And let me tell you, Brooks Wackerman brings the song to life at the end. It almost sounds like he's playing like some type of like the old, synthesized drums at the end. I forget what they're called now, but man, it was like all kinds of stuff going on at the very end, and it, just crescendos and just kind of ends, and it's like perfect. That's exactly what I would expect from Avenged Sevenfold, was that right there. If they're going to try something new and experimental, they did that one very well. Beautiful Morning is also, track number 6 is kind of cool. Although, let me tell you what, initial thoughts was Them Bones from Alice in Chains. That main riff just kept bringing me back to that song. So once I got past that, it kind of did the same thing. A lot of building up and a lot of stuff going on in that song. Just kind of got nuts. Unfortunately for me, this is where the album kind of like just takes a downward fall and just never stops falling. Easier is kind of weird. It's got a lot of synthesized vocals going on in it. I appreciate the experimentalness of it, and it wasn't horrible. That one was decent. I could picture that as kind of an oddball song on the album. And then it gets to G, whatever that is. I don't know. It's got some background vocals in it from the different females that just destroy the song for me. I hated it. I just thought that was really ruined the song. The rest of it wasn't too bad. Getting super experimental with the synthesizers and stuff at this point. And then you get Ordinary, which was terrible. It wasn't ordinary, it was horrible. Death was horrible. Track number 10. I don't know what they were thinking with those songs. Just absolute garbage, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe you guys like that stuff. Somebody out there does. Nothing I would expect ever want to hear on an Avenged Sevenfold album. Applaud them for their experimenting with stuff, but at the same time, I don't ever care if I hear that ever again. It just seemed like a waste of time. And it ends with, it says "Life is but a dream," the title track, which is labeled as an instrumental, but it just sounds like Sinister Gates playing a piano solo, and I don't know, didn't interest me at all. So unfortunately, the end of the album was just absolutely just a waste of time for me. I feel horrible saying that, because I really like these guys. I really wanted like this album to like really be cool. And the strange thing is, like, I don't know, tracks 2 through 6, beautiful. Even track 1 wasn't bad. So I mean, the first half of the album was like killer, and then just blah, I don't know. But anyway, so I have to say, overall, if I were to rate this, I'd rate it probably like a 3 out of 5. Just to give it that little extra boost, because just be for the songs, half the songs were good, and they did try a lot of experimenting, and I can always appreciate that from a musician. Anybody that tries to do something different and cool and keep it fresh, you gotta applaud them for that, even if they totally missed the mark, in my opinion, anyway, at the very end. So anyway, that was one of the biggest ones I was looking forward to, today, and unfortunately, it didn't quite live up to what I was hoping for. First half of the album, like I said, it's definitely worth the listen, though. So, feel free to tell me what you guys think about this. I know there's going to be people out there that probably do like this, and there's probably going to be people out there that already have it set in their minds that they're not going to like it, because, they did take quite a turn with the last couple albums, and all I can suggest is get that out of your head, go into this with a fresh state of mind. I tried to do, and maybe you'll get something out of this that I missed. If not, or if you did, feel free to tell me what it is you liked, or feel free to tell me what it is you hated. Always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and all that fun stuff too. Got a little bit of a sore throat, so I'm talking a little bit quieter than normal today, but I am a little bit more excited and feeling for this than I actually sound, so keep that in mind too. But anyway, on to the next one, and maybe we'll get to a little bit better result on the next one I listen to here. Talk to you guys next time. See you.